Meanwhile, Canada is all set to decide its next government as its citizens will be casting their vote in a few hours from now. A litmus test in the Liberal governance model awaits Justin Trudeau in what is being expected to be a very tightly contested battle. Incumbent Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had called for an early elections in the hopes of regaining the majority that was lost 2 years ago. He was, of course, banking on the government's COVID management. Both the Conservative and the Liberals have been neck and neck throughout the campaign with negligible margins. Several research polls indicate that Trudeau's Liberals are just ahead of the Conservatives, with snap polls knocking at the door. Now, the maximum difference in terms of margins is a mere 1%, which is expected to tilt either way on the polling day. As per the surveys, the loss of Liberal votes will be transferred to the Conservatives, hurting the chances of Jagmeet Singh's New Democratic Party to retain the status as the main opposition. But it can be a big player in case of a hung parliament.
We have a choice to make as a country, and it's a really simple one, but it's a really important one. Do we keep moving forward, or do we go backward with the Conservatives?
We are in the final stretch of a campaign that is about the future of this great country. A campaign about having a government that is going to fight for our families here in the GTA, fight for seniors who are falling behind with the cost of living crisis, fight for small businesses who've been left out, particularly by the Trudeau government, hospitality, services, tourism.
Now, the Fari election campaign saw huge disapproval for Justin Trudeau. The protesters, in fact, drowning policy announcements by the incumbent Prime Minister. The research polls also showed smaller parties like the Green Party failing to make any impact in an election that's been dominated by questions on climate change, healthcare, economy, amongst others.
Climate change is a huge issue here. It's the issue that I ran on in 2019. I mean, I also talk a lot about social issues. I've done a lot of work in the community with social service agencies. But climate change is what I ran on in 2019, and that's what got me elected.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.